Attention, everybody. The views and opinions expressed on the show are not necessarily those of Acts Ministry, Acts Media Group, and or their affiliate and subordinate ministries and or nonprofits. Then I hit play on my music over here on this computer. Today's topic, teaching today. Now, when you're ready for them to see us, you don't want that up there anymore. You hit the merge or one of these. Ready? Good morning! Coming to you live from Acts Media Group headquarters here in beautiful Springfield, Missouri. It's The Morning Drive with Matt and Jay with your hosts, Matt and Jay. For some reason, I think we're zoomed.
What's going on?
Oh, no, it's just, I think the camera got zoomed in.
I'm going to like and love this a lot, Matt.
Are we allowed to dance?
Are we on air now?
Yes.
Oh.
Hey, Matt, I'm going to like and love this a lot. A lot, I like and love it. I'm hitting the thumbs up and the heart.
There you go.
I can even put in some faces. There's a little face hugging a heart. And then there's a guy laughing. And then the heart and the thumbs up. Yeah. I'm bombarding Matt with likes, loves, and hearts.
All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome
And
to The
laughter.
Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
We're glad to have everybody on board with us today. So what I need to do is see how you're cut off there and she's cut off there. I don't know why that is like that. So I need to
Do we need to zoom the camera out?
No.
position. Let's try this. Boom. There we go. I got it.
We're in.
See, that's the kind of stuff that I'm going to be teaching you how to do that you'll have to learn how to do on the fly
Uh-oh.
when something like that happens. And then you see how this is really tiny right here? Now I want to change that. So, yeah. So I go to here, and that's an overlay. That's overlay 1. So this here zooms it in. See how that grows it bigger? And then you just click on this and move it up.
Isn't this fun?
Boom.
This is fun.
So good morning, everybody. Welcome to The Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
Jeff with a G and Peggy Lee. Hello.
All right, you guys.
Peggy Lee.
You guys may have seen them in such films
Jeff
as
with a G.
Open-Ended on Wednesdays from 10 to 11. You can see their show. I am training them to do a few hours of broadcasting in the early afternoon.
Yes, Matt needs a lot of patience.
Oh, I got patience.
I
got
know,
patience.
you
So
do need
You guys
it.
got to have patience with me too, because this is
Oh.
the first time I've really tried
Good.
training anybody.
Second.
Second time, technically second time.
And the computer whizzes that we are.
Yeah, me too.
You know, you will
Oh,
be.
Lord.
My dad can operate it too.
Okay,
Yeah, I've got
good,
him set
good,
up on because,
Okay.
like tonight, he'll be at the Veterans Church from 6:30 to 8,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got some presets for him set up, and all he does is he turns it on, moves the camera where he needs to, and
Really?
you know,
That
I have-
easy?
yeah. But as long as now operating it is easy.
Okay.
Setting up presets is the
Yes.
difficult part.
Okay. Well, we preset our show, things like that. So, can
Well,
I
by
make that
preset-
comparison?
By-
It's a
comparison?
stage show. Big difference.
Well, by
Yeah.
preset, I mean like, the
The
camera
checklist might be the
input
same, though.
and the different stuff.
Going
Yeah,
down,
it-
making sure all your P's and Q's and
Yes.
all your
Dot.
I's are crossed and your T's are dotted.
T's
Yeah,
are dotted,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, wait.
And since our daughter is away at college now, who is our computer whiz, now we are turning to Matt and
I-
Jay, his assistant.
I am actually looking into getting a Chrome, like a little Chromebook that's got its own internet,
Oh.
to keep with me and be able to
log in.
Log
Yeah.
in.
Yes.
So, like, if you guys say, "Hey, this is doing this," and I can't figure it out, I can say, "Okay, pull up TeamViewer,"
Oh, yes.
And,
and I can log in and I can operate the computer from wherever I'm at.
We got to get you that immediately. Do we need a GoFundMe page or something?
Well, we want that only for emergencies.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Well,
We
but-
want to prepare
in
you
case
well.
we
It's
have
not a-
emergencies right
Well,
away.
It's
Yeah.
not a it's
This
not a
is-
matter if it's going to happen. It's going to
When.
happen.
Right.
You know, so, and
That's
I
right.
understand that. The key is, folks, if you're learning something new, if it's not life or death, don't panic.
I know
Yeah.
that. We're
You know, we had
Which this is all a long way from life.
yeah.
Yes.
We had Jim and Pam Whining on here with us, and Pam was sitting next to me, and we had an issue come up with the computer, the software acting up, or I can't remember what it was. But I had to rebuild the camera portion. When I say rebuild, I mean like reset up the input and all that, add all the stuff to it. And Pam says, I don't know how you stay so calm. I said, well, freaking out doesn't help anything. And that can be applied to
It
everything.
could
in life.
actually counterproductive.
It's not
Very
brain
much so.
surgery. In dance competitions,
It's
we
not
say
rocket surgery.
It is not rocket surgery. There you
Right.
go.
You guys, if you haven't seen Jeff and Peggy, or Peggy and Jeff and Peggy, however you guys say it, it's open-ended with Peggy Lee and Jeff with a G.
Yeah.
Even though I actually spelled Jeff right on that part. I should spell it wrong. You're like
Yeah.
Jeff
oh,
with a
that's
G.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
You know what? Honestly, that would make it even worse.
That would make it hilarious. I'm all about production and comedy
They
value.
would. They would
I
think
love
it's.
it.
They would spell it Geff.
Or
Gaff.
goof. Or
G
goof.
off.
Yeah,
G
goof.
off.
Goof.
Or goof. But
Yeah.
Matt thought of that, and everyone likes it. You thought
Open-ended?
of open-ended because we never finished the conversation. And Peggy Lee and Jeff with a G. Everyone likes
Yeah.
that a lot.
Yeah,
Isn't
we-
that cute?
Yeah, I
Like
do.
over
I
there,
love
we
it.
got JPEG, because that's
Yes.
J and Peg.
Oh my
JPEG,
goodness.
which
Do an
is
elbow
it's
thing.
just it's a beautiful picture.
This,
Oh.
and over
'Cause
here
that's
it's
what
Matt
a
G.
That's what a JPEG is.
Matt, you my G. I
Matt
don't know what that
G.
means, but I know they do stuff like this.
They do
G.
this.
Yo, G.
They do.
What's up? You gotta have
Oh, you gotta do it
Yo,
this
G.
way.
Yeah.
You do
Or
it that way.
MG.
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 The J,
Yeah.
the J is just a letter.
Oh no, MJ.
Or GM.
GM.
Oh, that one's taken.
I love
That's
GM.
taken.
That
That's
one's taken.
Yeah, we may not be able to say that. We don't have a contract.
We're not talking about the cars
MJ.
or the trucks.
MJ, we saw MJ. Michael Jordan. My nephews were at a basketball camp
Michael
in
Jackson?
California. Michael Jordan. And he's like a gazelle. He was brilliant. He's
He's
amazing.
like a
he's like
real
out of this
superhero.
world.
Yeah.
When you
So
see him.
another thing that I do over here, Jeff, while we're broadcasting, I'll click on my internet deal over here and pull up my own Facebook account.
I had to build a trust to keep the tables all where they're supposed to be.
Good.
And
good.
yeah, he's a carpenter.
Not well done.
So
Well,
because we want to acknowledge the
Not
people
really.
that are watching our show, and a lot of people have really cool input, and they do it in the comments. So see how it's right here. Sometimes you may have to go to the Axe Media Group page to find it, depending on how Facebook's feeling that day. And I just click on it. I make sure my volume is turned off, otherwise you get this. And pull up my own Facebook
yeah,
account.
so then there's an echo and a repeat.
Oh.
Yeah, and the volume's muted on this as well, because if
On
you
the
have the volume
program.
on,
Right,
listen,
of
this is
course.
what it sounds like.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Jeff
We
sang
don't
the
want that.
national anthem at the Yankee Mets Subway Series for 55,000 people, and that's
Ooh.
exactly what happened.
Is it?
Except
yeah.
I heard it 3 times coming back at me
Yeah.
before I would. I mean, it was unbelievable. It seemed like it got
Good
louder
morning,
every
Steve
time.
Schultz,
And how did you
Susan
keep
Burrows,
your-
Steve-O, Mickey Mack, Larry Milton,
You're a professional.
I took over.
Stacy Wedeking, Steve Schultz. Okay, so what I'm
You
doing
just
is
said,
I'm
"Hey,
catching
man."
up on the comments.
I took over for the conductor.
These
She
are all
got
people who are
lost, and I
commenting
conducted
during our
everyone. I had
show
a choir behind
right
me.
now.
Nice.
You're watching them.
I'm
come up.
watching that, and I see this
Well done.
actually. This is what we see. This is what everybody's seeing right here on their deal. This is my actual Facebook. This is the actual video playing. That's why I muted it, because otherwise it'll play back. So and these are all the comments over here. First thing I do. For some reason, my mouse isn't wanting to work. There we go.
Are they lagging behind us a little bit?
Oh yeah, there
That-
is.
I'm
There
like,
is
what
about
the heck? My hands
there
are
is
all over
about
the
a
place. I'm gonna
1
sit
minute
here.
delay on that.
So
But you'll want to share this on your timeline and on your story, so that way all your friends see it pop up. So
good morning, Bruno. Somebody said.
Share it live. Share
Steve
it
McAllister.
live.
live, yes, because this is
Hi,
all live
Steve.
right here, right now.
Hi, Steve. Hope you're feeling better.
And Bruno. Bruno, you from Staten Island?
I'm from Staten Island.
Bruno,
Bruno.
It's very Staten Island.
is that
That's
very
very
Staten?
Staten Island.
Tony,
Yeah,
Vinny, and
Leo,
Bruno.
Tony.
My cousin
Bruno.
Now
Vinny.
you're from Jersey.
I'm from Jersey.
Joycey.
Jersey.
Is that really how you say it in Jersey?
No, that's
No,
how
some
you
people. That's a good question. Most people in Jersey.
It sounds like you said Jersey.
Say Jersey.
Jersey,
No. For people from New York, say Joycey.
Yes, Brooklyn, Staten Island can say years ago. Not everyone does, but Joycey.
They
Joycey.
say, "Oh, I got a good idea."
Yes, every R, like my friend Margarita. Rita is
Well,
Rita.
that's very.
A's
That,
and R's.
they do that in
Where
the
it's not
in the
supposed to be.
Northeast,
Yeah.
big time
Yeah.
in the Northeast, because my
Yes.
dad and Jay, they're from Massachusetts.
So we don't really leave them out. We move them around.
That's
yes.
exactly.
Like
that's
instead
so
of ma,
true.
and you add
Yes.
it to letters that end with A.
Yes.
Like ma is mar.
Yeah.
Um,
Idea.
And
is
then you take
idea.
it away when there's an A and an R in those. Car.
Exactly. Exactly.
Will you park the car in the Harvard yard?
See, that's definitely Massachusetts.
Park the
Yeah.
car in the garage. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell.
You don't
Dad-
need them. Who put them
Dad
there
grew up
anyway?
in
Whose
Attleboro.
idea was that?
That's
For example, I
Car,
often say about
C-A-R.
my wife,
Who needs the R in the word car?
and I say about my wife, she's wicked weird.
Wicked
Oh,
weird.
that sounds
not
almost like
weird.
that sounds like almost like Maine is wicked. Wicked.
Wicked.
Man, that is wicked.
But guess what the
That's
Missourians say that we have noticed?
Who does? Who?
Wash.
Warsh.
Warsh.
Wash.
I-
Like
not a-
St. Louis people, my friends.
Yeah,
right?
depends on where you're going. Like
More
what the
native
populace-
country.
Yeah.
More native. Is that rural?
I say wash,
Hillbilly?
Okay.
and I grew
Yes.
up here in Springfield.
Okay. So you don't say
And-
wash or
No.
worship. Worship.
Though technically, hillbilly comes from the Appalachians.
Does it?
Yes.
Ben-
He's
How'd
talking
you
about
guys-
Billy
how-
Goats,
How'd
right?
you guys get hammered with the hillbilly
Steve
thing?
Schultz says, and I thought I talked funny.
Where are you from,
You
Steve?
gotta
That-
just. If you got a hammer, you gotta hit something.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer.
Well, otherwise, what good is it, right?
Well, listen, I have.
all over the land.
It's
Catholic.
the hammer of justice. It's the hammer of freedom. It's the hammer of love between your brothers and sisters and all over this land.
Speaking of duct tape, I just discovered another. We could use some duct tape right now.
We ran out of, the duct tape is good and everything, but you have to pull the feathers off first, and that's pretty difficult.
Well, you brought up Catholic.
Huh?
Matt,
No.
Because that's we sang that in our
I
Catholic.
was actually part of the Show Me
services.
Statesman Choir, which is a barbershop choir here that practices here in town, and that's one of the songs we did. Just like Paper Moon, I love that song.
Oh, I
know
saw
that?
the movie. Tell me that song.
Oh, I never feel a thing is real when I'm away from you. Don't string me along or sing me a song, just tell me you love me too.
Oh, pretty.
But it's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea. I sing that to my horses to calm them down.
What's the rest of it?
But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me.
Pretty.
Well, it's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me.
Pretty.
Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Parade. It's a really good song.
I like it.
Is
Beautiful.
that
Wow.
like a pretty country song?
No,
or-
that's
No,
from the
that's a
movie
barber-
Paper Moon, right?
It's a barbershop quartet song.
That is gorgeous.
We did it with 4 and 5 part harmony.
Ooh,
And
hominy.
It was great.
Harmony.
Beautiful.
Harmony. I said
That's
that
like the corn there
in lieu
that
of
they
my
puff up and put in the
northeastern
can.
friends over here.
We're doing bad Boston accents today, apparently.
Is there anyone who has a good one you can?
How can you tell it's from Boston?
I can't. Because it's a.
Might
I'm
be
just-
from
it's-
Attleboro.
it's
I'm
not-
from Massachusetts. We were the last stop on the commuter trains from Boston.
Oh.
Commuter.
wait,
Commuter
what-
trains.
What town was that?
Commuter.
Attleboro.
And then if you're from
Attleboro.
Wisconsin.
Near what's the town?
Oh, that's a
Newton?
good
What's it-
accent
It-
there,
we
don't
were
you know?
near,
That Wisconsin.
sort of
accent.
near Newton,
Yeah.
Taunton, Rhode Island.
We got two conversations
Norton,
going on at once.
We always do.
All of those have Oz in them.
I love it. We can
Wow.
hear you guys.
So Jay
when
is
we're in here,
Jay is he's the man.
if that
Well,
door's
see,
not
I've been
closed,
here for
we
over
can hear
25
you guys
years.
visiting
So
all
I
the way
kinda-
into the elevator. No, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yo, I feel like I'm back in New York because
There's-
everybody's
'cause,
talking
yeah.
simultaneously.
And
I
they're
love
crossed.
it.
And they're
I-
crossed. You know, we're talking through each other's
is-
conversation.
But
Oh
we're
my
all
God.
listening.
Yeah.
I
I'm
am really listening as
Are you
we're
getting
all.
them all?
Yeah.
I
Wow.
have ADD, and that's a superpower.
You do?
Oh yeah.
I know he does, even though he was never
ADHD?
diagnosed.
Oh,
I
you'll be
do
perfect
believe it.
for this.
I do believe you have it.
ADHD?
I do believe it.
ADHD?
Yes,
You-
definitely.
Whoa. You are the person who's all about
How about
have a positive confession.
ADOS?
Now you're putting that on me?
ADOS.
Okay.
Attention deficit. Ooh, shiny.
Right.
No, we're very positive. Dwell on what's pure, lovely, true, honest, of good report. If there's any virtue, praise, we think on those things. So the comments, do you get positive comments?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
We get almost all positive
I
comments.
don't know that we had a troll for a
We
little
had a
while.
troll for a little while whenever we were blasting one of the shows, and they were just being silly.
Was it our show?
No.
Oh, good.
Well, he pretended. He said, "Don't you ever do this and put this on my thing again." And I'm like, and so I said, "Look, the only reason this showed up on your timeline because this is what you look for.
Was he
So
from
don't
St. Louis?
don't
Right.
pretend that you're all offended that this showed up on your timeline when this is all you look for is
Right.
to troll people with this kind of material.
Okay, there you go.
You know?
When you get New York
Hi,
listeners,
Jana Hale.
believe
Good
me,
to
you'll
see
get
ya.
negativity.
Oh yeah.
Now
But
it's
it's
a
all
hail
okay.
of a good time.
Ooh.
Her last name's Hale.
I don't miss
Heck,
it.
heck,
I don't
heck.
miss it. It was too crowded for me. I didn't
Hale.
like it.
Hale.
I like.
Okay,
I want. I
okay.
even want more room than I have now.
You know what?
Get out in the country.
Yes, I've gotten to love rural. I was
Oh,
born
yeah.
and raised in New York.
I love how you say it too, rural.
Rural.
Rural. I
I
love the
love,
rural.
I
rural
love
lifestyle.
rural
The
rural.
lifestyle.
Here
With,
it's the first half of the word ruler.
the,
Rule.
Did you guys have commuter trains?
Yes.
Are you kidding?
Is that the same as a
Commuter.
commuter
It-
train?
That's
They're
it.
great.
Computer trains.
I don't know if you realize
are,
if
they
you've
are.
ever been around a city that or a
I've been in downtown
region
Chicago.
that has commuter trains, but they're so fast.
Yes.
You get where you're going
I
so
stopped
fast.
in Joliet, Illinois, and left my car there. Stayed at the Harris Hotel and Casino there. That was not a plug for a business there, but there's a train station right down the road.
Yeah.
So we left our car there, and then took the train into downtown Chicago and spent the whole entire day in downtown Chicago. And I know now why they call it the Windy City.
I do too.
Because there's a lot of
Well,
wind.
the buildings are so tall
I do
that
too.
the wind just shoots through there. They
Yeah.
are so tall there that
Oh.
you get off of the train, you think it's night.
Do you know what? I've
Yeah.
performed there a lot, and during winter months, and you know those chains they have? The chains there, literally, I've had to hold on. People I don't even know, like as we're walking, would come and hover over you to protect you.
Really?
Oh yeah, one time I had a big man. I was doing a show, and we were walking, I guess, to the theater or someplace. It was so windy. Hold on, someone came and hovered over to hold on to the chain so we wouldn't blow away.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
It's true.
I did
That's
meet
true
a lot
story.
of
No comment.
weird,
Can you imagine?
weird
She
people
took
there.
it to the pure. All things are pure.
There
Yeah,
was
yeah,
a
yeah.
lady pulling a Walmart sack full of clothes. She had a pair of pantyhose tied to it and was walking it like a dog and talking to it like it was a dog.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Say
super
that
interesting.
again. I didn't get that. Fully.
Okay, so there was a Walmart sack, and it was full. I
Okay.
don't know what it was, probably clothes or something.
Okay.
And
Was
she had a
this
pair
Chicago?
of pantyhose, nylons,
Okay.
tied around the handles of the bag, and had a hold of the other end of the pantyhose and was walking and talking to it like it was a dog.
Where was that?
Chicago.
There.
Sounds like New York.
It was very, very, very eclectic group of people out there.
It is.
There was somebody selling knockoff designer bags
Oh yes, that's very
for
New
$20 a piece.
York. Very New York.
It's really funny because there was one of the girls that was a native of Chicago went with us, and she was our tour guide. We used public transit while we were there. The best way to get around in a big city is public transit.
Absolutely.
You know,
or walking.
Or
Yeah.
walking. But she would call up and find out what buses we needed to take to get to where. We went to Navy Pier. It's a free place to go down there. It's really cool. They got all sorts of stuff down there. You can see all the way across Lake Michigan. See the other side. You can do boat tours. Anyways, so she bought one of these bags. And I'm not gonna name the name specifically, but it sounds like you know oughta.
I know. I'm not
Okay.
going to say.
Yeah. So, anyways,
CJ.
insert name here. Really, usually a real one of these bags is super expensive,
Yes.
and we're on the train, but going back, and I make friends everywhere I go. I try to. It just happens. I just goof around and talk to people, that I don't know. Well, we were all talking.
He's
and
an extrovert.
she pulls out this bag. She goes, "I got me a bag," and I was like, "Really? I've never heard of that before." And she says it's from what, Sweden or Switzerland or something.
Okay.
It was, I can't remember, Italy.
I think it's Italy.
Yeah, Italy. She goes, "Yeah, they make these in Italy." And I said, "Let me see. That's really cool. They're usually real expensive." I opened it
Peg
up
would
and I
say
said,
Italy.
"Yeah, I didn't know that China was part of Italy." I said, "Is China a suburb of Italy?" And I showed her the made in China part of the bag. Everybody on the whole entire train in our area started laughing. It was one of those double-decker trains, and they are fast.
They're very fast.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
You know what they do in New York? They're selling them on the street, and then the cops come and in 5 seconds, a table as large as this,
All put up
and
in-
they run.
My buddy, my African buddy I know from New York, his name's Sidi. I won't give you the
Hi,
whole
Sidi.
thing because I don't want him
Thank
to
you
get
so
bored.
much, Stacy. She's so sweet.
He used to be one of those that there's always he would have been, he was one of those African guys that had a little briefcase. They open it up and they're the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'll say Olex.
You're by-
Everybody
yeah.
say Olex
Oh yeah,
watch.
yeah,
He said,
yeah. And the
Beyonce-
knockoff pirated DVDs with the messed up titles.
He said, Jeff, the market was so high they could take a whole bag of them. And then my next sale, I'd pay for the whole thing.
Right.
Oh man.
They run.
Now
The tourists. were
they
like,
used
okay,
to
wow,
have them in
Olex,
trench coats,
thank
right?
you.
Or is
Yes.
that a movie thing?
No, they used to
They
have
say,
them in
"Hey,
trench
Mac,
coats."
want to buy
Yeah,
a
you-
watch?"
Yes.
And
Yes.
they'd either, it was one of two things. Either they would I guess they had the stereotypical, either they're trying to sell you something,
Yeah.
or they're going around flashing people.
Yeah, now the Naked Cowboy's no longer. He's like a movie star now. Naked, you know the Naked Cowboy from New York.
Was he the
0
one that like
degrees.
just stood there like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
covered all of his regions with
Yeah.
a guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
little bit
the
much.
naked cowgirl
was
was
next.
naked
Yeah,
from the waist up.
and
It
she's
was
just
painted. It was
painted.
all
She's
painted
painted.
on.
Oh my goodness.
She came.
Yes.
Yeah, she came on the.
Yeah.
after
Well,
he
it's
said, "Well,
it's.
the
I
guy
remember
can do it."
they made a big deal about women being able to ride the subway topless in New York at one
Oh
point.
yeah. Oh yeah.
See,
Like, that was
I
their
don't
right?
remember that.
Remember they marched down Fifth
Heck,
Avenue?
I'll move back.
No, it's terrible, Jay.
Jay,
sorry.
now Jay.
Well, I
Forgive
mean,
me.
they did the same thing.
Take that in
Oklahoma
post.
recently passed
That's
a law
horrible.
where women
What?
could walk around topless if they wanted to.
In Oklahoma?
Yes. I didn't see any women
doing
exercising that right while I was there.
Wow.
Nor would I really want to, because first of all, okay,
It's inappropriate.
it is inappropriate, and
It would
I'm a
start
guy.
fights, I would think.
I battle my lustful thoughts all the time,
Yes.
anyways. Like
Yeah.
like we all do. I don't want to see
No.
that because that
Put it
takes
in
my
Well, the
mind
example,
to it.
I'd say,
Yes.
I'll move back.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
When it really, I mean,
You don't want to be tempted.
they tried
if
to
you
do
don't
that
have
here
to
in
be.
Missouri. They
Right.
tried to do that here in
What?
Missouri, but
In
you know what they
Missouri?
did instead? They made it because
Yeah.
their argument was that men could walk around shirtless,
Oh,
so women should.
interesting.
So what they did was say, all right, now it's illegal for men to walk around shirtless.
I think
And
that's
I
the
am-
right way to go.
I am okay with that.
But what about going swimming?
No, that's the exception. I'm talking about like
okay.
just walking in public. If you're not in a pool or
You know
whatever.
what?
I mean, I wear a shirt when I swim.
I don't know. I
anyways.
think a man's chest is probably just as exciting to a woman
Yes.
as a woman's
I
chest
don't
is
know.
to a man.
I don't think so.
You don't
I,
think so?
I think
think
they're more
so.
desensitized to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Women-
they
Yeah.
see it so
women
much.
want you to talk to them and be warm and
Listen, they
cozy
don't
and
call them the fairer sex without reason.
fairer.
Women
Fairer or fairer or fairer.
I tell you what,
Why do you think?
God
Yeah, this is-
made
it's actually
women are
interesting.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Fearfully,
to me.
wonderfully made. We all
Yes, I mean, look at they grow a life in there.
But we're
in their
stronger
womb.
physically.
Yeah.
are. Yes.
We're
Yeah,
stronger
we
physically.
may
got
be-
a girl at work who's pregnant right now, and she's got like 5 weeks left. And I'm standing next to her, and she's talking to me, and her stomach is doing things, and I'm like,
Oh,
I
you
would
hear
die.
it
I'd be
in-
tough for about 10 minutes.
Kicking,
And then
right?
I'd be like, what?
Mommy,
This is- I am
mommy,
done.
help me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here we
Please,
go.
What am I supposed to do? Kicking
We,
your
um,
guts around? And
We got a
Yes.
really good comment from Stacy. She said, "Every day I watch you guys on here. You guys make me laugh and smile when I don't have my son Daryl in school. You guys make my day better every day because it's so quiet in the trailer house without my son Daryl home all day and all afternoon. Let me see it, and until he gets home from school. So
Aw.
thank you, Uncle Raymond Cobb. He lives out there in Foxborough.
Foxborough?
Foxborough.
Where's
he moved?
Foxborough?
That's Massachusetts.
Oh, hello from Massachusetts.
Right,
Um,
in the same
There you
city
go. He
as
says-
the Patriot Stadium there.
Oh.
The
Uncle Raymond says
Wow.
Monday, Tuesday, etc.
Monday, Tuesday,
Oh, that's
Wednesday.
Jay.
yes.
how's he doing?
Okay.
Thursday,
Is he right?
or
Is he right, Jay?
Thursday. Yeah,
Okay.
Thursday.
Jay's our Boston expert.
We miss you too, Steve.
I'm rusty. See, I moved here.
Are you?
And
I'm
people
Matt. Hi,
enjoyed
Rusty.
my
I'm
accent.
Dad.
People enjoyed my accent so much and teased me all the time about it that I started to adopt the accents around me and started to change the way I talked because you couldn't speak. I couldn't speak without somebody
Someone-
having to talk about
But
my
that
accent.
was unique.
Now
You
here's
were
where here's
unique.
something that's really interesting. Real quick before we
Still
go,
have a bit of an accent.
before it's halfway
Yeah.
point,
It
so I'm
comes
going to
out,
remind you.
especially
Remember
if I
this?
got mad.
Read these numbers down here.
When
You
I
want to
get
know what
mad,
that was
forget
for?
it.
You just tap any one of those and it assigns it to that number up here for that time. So that way, okay. So check it out. This show is brought to you by, and you tap that, and boom, it comes across. Ozark Mountain Craft Mall, 1940 Missouri 76 in Branson, Missouri.
Yay, Branson.
417-320-1221. And then when you're done, you either click this little one right here, the one that's green, and it takes it away. It becomes an overlay.
Hope you're getting this, Jeff.
And it'll do that on any one of these tiles. Like, look, check this out.
So those are those presets?
These are
1, 2,
ones
3,
that I
4?
built. I put in.
Right.
But yes, and I'll show you how to do that. Today is topic is learning stuff or teaching today.
You're never too old to learn.
Like
Scholarly knowledge.
like if I wanted this to be over the whole screen, I could just tap that one there, and see how it comes up there. These basically just these put it as an overlay, and it doesn't black out the screen. And whatever number you put it on, like let's say I put that on 4. The next time, okay, and then I want to put this one on 1. See, you got 1. Now, if you want to turn that off, see these green numbers up here? Tap that goes away. And tap that goes away. So now until you switch it, if you tap that 1 again, that'll come back up. Tap it again, it goes away. Unless you like hit the 2, it comes on. Look at that, 2.
Wow.
It goes on. This is just scratching the surface.
Ka-ching.
And we'll be able to soon. I actually am working out a way to get that special little. It's a smaller laptop. It's a tiny laptop. It's a Chromebook,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get that. And I
That-
could probably do it from my phone, but it'd be easier to have a little bitty
We have to
computer
get
that
you
has
one
its
of
own cell
those.
phone. I'll probably get it myself. I just
Okay.
got to pay off. I got a couple payments left on my watch. And then
I
I'll
love
get it.
that watch. Matt's got that watch that he can get his texts and
Oh,
everything.
I get text, and it has its own phone number. So, like, if I leave my phone at home and someone calls my regular phone number, it'll ring through on
Love
this.
that. I have to get one of those.
And your watch has its own phone number?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Do
amazing.
you pay extra for that?
Yeah, I pay for a line. It shares a line, but then I pay, like, I don't know, $10 a month for it to have its own number. But it also connects Bluetooth, keeps track of your steps, your heart rate, your stress level, your elevation if you go upstairs and stuff.
We have to get one of those.
I didn't realize. I
Christmas
thought whenever I had first bought it, I thought I don't know why I bought this. I'll never use
Yeah.
it. But now it's like, if I get an email,
Yes.
Now,
Right there.
the expensive ones, but it's a good product.
yes, it is.
Great
You know, you're
product.
buying something.
I mean,
that's
I
works
charge
for-
it every 2 days,
Only.
and it has a little charger. You set it on, a little magnetic charger. It's wireless.
And I almost forgot my phone today. We were in the car coming here, but if I had a watch,
Yeah,
I
and you
wouldn't
could
need the
actually
phone.
get Bluetooth headphones and Bluetooth to this and use it as a regular cell
Better
phone.
get it now too, because with the all of the problems we're having with economics. So we had a chain shortage. I think also our metals we've been exporting to China. All these metal yards that you see loading carts, train carts with metal, that goes to the port and then out to China. So getting a lot of those semi-precious and conductive metals back right now. And then when all of our industries that run off of technology and circuit boards and all that stuff that depend on those kinds of things, what are they going to do?
Not to
you know?
mention rare earth, which we don't have a lot of around here.
Yeah.
They've got a lot in China.
Yeah.
Steve Schultz says he's learning to. He said, "That's right, Peggy. I'm learning to carve. Lots of fun."
Yeah, he is.
it's never too late, Steve. It's
You
never
should see
too
what
late.
he's doing,
That's
too.
my
He's doing
philosophy.
great work.
Yeah, he is doing great
Great.
work.
Yeah.
You need to carve
Beautiful.
me a chess set.
Oh.
set.
Chess. Do you play chess?
I love chess. Love
Oh,
chess.
Do you
I
play
don't-
chess?
We
I
don't,
like to play chess.
but we
I'm
don't
not
play
good
very
at it.
much anymore.
You
But
don't
I
have
like to play
time,
it.
right? Do
Yeah.
you have time? Do you make time to do it?
No,
I'm
I know.
trying to.
you know,
make
because
time for
I'm
more
at work,
things to do.
and then I'm here,
Yes.
and then I'm at home, and then I'm at church, and then
Yes.
I'm, praise God that I have
God.
so much stuff to occupy my time. Otherwise, I'd be getting in trouble.
You know what? Yes. What is it? Idleness breeds discontent, says
But I
William
mean, I don't
Shakespeare.
really consider
True, yeah.
this right here what I'm doing. I mean, it is work, but it is not. It's not that. It's not bad work. Usually if you're working at a job you don't like, if you're doing something you don't like, then it's just I hate this place.
Mm-hmm.
But I love doing what I do.
Yes.
Yeah, when your life and your service is committed to the Lord, and
Yes.
this is just really applying it to something. So it's
Yeah.
not really, like work.
Remember, Peg, that when we went to graduate school, we went to the New School in Manhattan, very interesting college that was actually started by Holocaust
Survivors.
or people escaping Germany, the Jews. It was an amazing school, the New School. Now it's called the New School University. But remember, there's so many old people, a lot of old elderly Jews, but
Yes.
because that's the big. Actually, by the way, New York City is the highest Jewish population of any city in the world. There's
In the
more-
world?
Yeah, there's more Jews in New York City than any city in the world. But anyway, it's like over 1 million, maybe 1.5. But anyway, they were all
Jerusalem?
getting, like we are, honey. We're over 49 plus. We're getting continuing education, or as I like to say, edumacated.
Now, are you Jewish?
No, we're completed. We're
grafted
spiritual
in,
Jews.
aren't
we're
we?
grafted
Adopted
Yes.
in?
spiritually, but
Yes, we are.
No, we're not. Although my name Haber, Haber, actually Haber which is strange, but Haber, I've always been told is a German Jew name. Jewish
it.
Germans have the name Haber.
Well, isn't it true
Strange.
that many, like Moses, he had his greatest ministry when he was older? Right?
Yeah.
Abraham.
70
Abraham received the promise of God as an older man.
Yeah, so we got to
So
keep up with the
We go from
education.
glory to glory.
Well, youth is wasted on the young anyway.
Yes, so
We
we
like
are
to think that.
Yeah.
wise as serpents and gentle as doves, and we're always evolving, ever increasing. We have to believe that we're still here. We are all still here for a
Survivors
reason.
and thrivers.
Yes, at
Yep.
Senior America, that's what Jeff calls the organization.
Go, Miss Senior America 2016.
Why am I here today? Because it's never too late to dream a new dream, and it's never too late to live out an old one.
Yep.
It's never too late to begin again, and it's never too late to make a new friend. It's never too late to forgive, and it's never too late to fully live. It's never too late to love, because God is love, and love never fails. So never give up, because it's never, ever too late. I received that in a dream, February 2016, the night before I was to interview for Miss Senior Missouri.
And that's what you gave on
I had
the
to have a
interview.
philosophy that was
Right.
35 seconds
Instead
or less.
of what? Why did
and it
why
was
did-
34 seconds.
What did the philosophy replace in the competition?
Oh, no bathing suit. Thank you, Jesus.
Ah.
Senior America does not have a bathing suit.
I
would
think
she would have won that
philosophy
Thank
category
the
too.
Lord. You're so sweet. Is that-
We do need to remember Angie Terry Brood and
That's
family.
brilliant.
Jerry Terry Brood passed away yesterday.
Oh, okay.
You don't know them. They were part of Acts for a while. And actually, Angie Terry Brood actually played in our band, the Good News Band, for the first few months that we were doing it. Maybe even the first 6 months to a year even. I'm not sure. I lost track of time. It's been so long. So, but Jerry is the one that told me, if you want to get better at the guitar, play with people who are better than you.
That's right. That's right.
That always stuck out. I mean, it was kind of a philosophy I'd already been incorporating into my life that just didn't really have words to explain it. So,
Did you see recently on the internet, I had crows peck at the eagle. Crows are the only ones, they peck at the eagles when
Right,
they're
they
flying.
they ride on the backs of
And
the
pe-
eagles
and
They
peck at
as they're
them.
flying, and they peck at them
And
on their necks. Yeah,
But the eagle then keeps rising higher, and the only way the crow will leave is as the eagle goes higher, the crow can't survive in the heights.
because the air is thinner.
The air,
Can't
so he
breathe.
drops
They
off,
finally
and then the eagle soars. So instead of, fighting back and getting all, he just keeps soaring higher,
rising
Goes where you
above.
can't.
Yeah,
rising
yeah,
above
rise.
the junk
Drop.
and the rising
Scavengers.
above. That's what we're called
rise
to
above.
do. Rise above in the Lord.
Where eagles soar.
We almost bought a house that the name of it was Where Eagles Soar in New Jersey. It was so gorgeous. But bears were around in that area too. So we're here in
Bears.
Branson. But where eagles soar. Those who mount up with wings
And
of
it,
eagles.
it
So
was,
in
it
upstate New
was-
York?
It was north
Jersey.
West Jersey, Ringwood, New
Northwest
Jersey,
Jersey.
where in Appalachia, where there was some people who you could arguably call hillbillies,
Right. Yes,
York,
and they
New
are,
Jersey
because
hillbillies.
That's the Appalachian.
the originals,
The
The
originals. The real
originals.
deal.
The real deal.
Moonshiners.
big time.
Yep.
We go to-
Moonshiners.
Oh, we love Moonshine
You know,
Beach.
whenever I was coming up with a name for the band in the beginning, One of
Yeah.
the guys that I mean, I had to let him go because I mean their philosophy and lifestyle was a little
He
bit
was a
different.
moonshiner.
He
Which
said,
was
"Let's
great.
call us moonshiners because we reflect the light of the sun."
Yeah, which
And I
is a
said, "That'd be
great
really good,
idea.
except for we'd have to explain it every single
you
time we
would.
met because
would.
we play Christian music and we play at churches and stuff.
In recovery,
in recovery,
Oh.
moonshiners, bad idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We
W- it's-
on. Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
it's a good idea, just misplaced.
But
the
you know
wrong
what?
place.
I always wondered because we live right near Moonshine Beach in Branson.
Maybe we could have called ourselves Reflect the Light.
I love that, but I never. Moonshine Beach is probably called that because we laugh because no alcohol's allowed, and we're in Branson, Missouri, but because it reflects the light of the moon.
I
light of the
seriously
sun.
doubt that's
Yeah.
why they named it
The
Moonshine
sun,
Beach,
you know,
but
capital
right.
S, O N.
It
the
might have had
sun.
something to do with the
to the
hillbillies.
pure, all things are pure.
Hillbillies migrating west is what that came from. Said, hey, here's a hill. Let's get some moonshine started. And there's a beach.
What exactly? What exactly is moonshine?
Okay, moonshine.
Yes.
Are you talking about the drink?
Yeah.
It's distilled alcohol, or it's distilled. They use corn.
Fermented alcohol.
It's
Closest
fermented.
thing you know to that in Staten Island is probably Thunderbird.
It's really, really strong. If it's not made the right way, if it's not distilled properly, it can make you go blind.
Oh Lord.
But it's usually really strong. It's anywhere between 190 to 210 plus proof. Like we're talking,
210 proof.
yeah,
That's like 110%.
yeah,
Gee.
yeah.
Why do they call it moon though?
Well, they call it
They make it at night under
probably,
the moon.
probably because
doesn't
distilling
make sense.
alcohol like that's
Which
illegal.
just doesn't make sense.
Either one.
That's why.
That's scary.
You
Did
can't
you-
have 110% of a
Do you
volume,
survive
can you?
moonshine?
Well, it's 200 proof. I mean,
200
they
proof,
go
yeah.
by.
We'll
Well,
go
the
200.
proof is different.
Amazing.
It's like it has something to do with like the alcohol content. It could. I mean, 100. In that case, 100 proof would be the most you could go. But I've drank alcohol that was 190 proof.
You're
Yeah,
still
200
here.
proof is pure alcohol.
God's
Pure.
grace.
Amazing. Divide by
God's
two.
grace and
So,
mercy.
so it's like 200
I
proof
knew
then.
that.
It's dangerous, yeah.
That little 10%, that little 10 proof ain't gonna make no difference whenever you can't feel your throat because it's
Extremely
been burned
flammable.
away. It is. It's very flammable. Now, actually, I make my own
I've had it. It's-
hand sanitizer
Don't tell
with
Antifa about that
with 95% alcohol. It's a very popular
right.
grain alcohol. It's a very, very strong.
How do you make it?
Well, you can buy denatured alcohol, and that's usually between 190 and 200 proof. The stuff I use is stuff that people buy to drink, but I mix the oil in the bottle right away,
Oh wow.
so that way
No chance.
no chance.
Good.
But it like
Wow.
this stuff here that I've got,
Uh-huh.
I add a little bit of essential oil into it.
Nice.
Like you can smell that.
Yes.
You smell so pretty.
It's sandalwood essential oil with
Ooh.
with very popular grain alcohol that's very, very strong. You don't want to use anything less than 95% alcohol if you're going to mix it with any essential oil. Otherwise, the oil will beat up in the water that's in the alcohol.
Okay.
So
I just bought a diffuser. We have a diffuser next to our bed, and we have peppermint, eucalyptus, breathe easy, and some thieves. We have to go buy more thieves. That's supposed to be
Thieves?
very
Thieves.
steals your sinuses, huh?
It's supposed to really clear out everything.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
also, but
You ever
gotta
use
watch
a
it, might
natty
take your
pot?
Stuff.
A what?
A natty pot?
No,
Or
what
a
is
neti
that?
pot?
I've heard of it. but
Those
I
things,
haven't-
I guess it's basically like a little kettle type of thing.
Oh yes.
And you put it in one nostril, turn your head sideways, and it flushes out your
Oh,
nostril.
yeah.
Yes, I've certainly heard about it. We need to maybe get one of those.
You s-
Not me.
He'll hate
No.
that.
She's into gizmos. I don't,
That's actually, I mean,
No,
I don't
heard about
like it either.
No?
So-
Does it not feel good?
Well, because I've got water up my nose, like in pools and stuff like that, and in the
Yeah.
bathtub, and things like that, and it burns really bad.
Yeah.
It's not good.
But I know a guy. He said, yeah, you take your handful of water when you're in the shower and just sniff it, and that cleans out your sinuses and all that stuff. But I'm like, I don't know. Do not try that at home because
Can
you
also
could
Yeah.
choke
damage
on the
them.
water.
Yeah, don't
I
drink
used
the
to
lake
be-
water.
Choke on the water.
I was addicted to neosynephrine.
You know,
I'm not supposed to say that.
no,
I don't even know
no.
what that is.
Product?
It's a nasal spray.
Nasal spray.
Your nose gets addicted to it.
Yeah.
And it can come down to even the time of day your body's saying we need that and starts to stuff up.
I went cold turkey for 2 weeks. I was in college.
That's rough.
At Rutgers. I was cold turkey for 2 weeks, and then I was fine. I never used it again.
Good.
It was weird because it
Well,
would
That
clog
would be
up
a
just
physical
fast.
addiction. Yeah.
It is a physical addiction. Like I had that problem when I was younger, so I know now if I use it, I don't use it for very long, because then your nose gets so used to it.
What is your one, if you say there's one thing that would be hard to be taken away, like a comfort food, a comfort drink, something that is pleasant for you, that if you had to give it up, you'd go, oh, I don't want to.
I really like my energy drinks. They're the non-sugar energy drinks that have a
Okay.
lot, and actually it has a lot of vitamins in it. It even
Okay.
has CoQ10
That's a
and
good
stuff.
habit.
But it's a carbonated. It's sweetened with aspartame
Okay.
or Splenda or something. I don't know what it's
Stevia,
got.
hopefully. Stevia is good. That's a natural
Stevia's got a
sweetener.
real bitter
He
aftertaste,
hates
though.
it. I'm fine with it.
I'm
like
getting
it.
used to it though, because
I
a
like
lot of
it.
the food I eat has stevia in it,
Healthier.
and that's not even
Stevia.
that's not even related to sugar in any
No,
way, shape,
it's
or
a
form.
healthy plant.
It's got a weird. I guess with anything else, it's an acquired
I like it a
taste.
lot, though. It's an
You have
acquired
to-
taste.
It's
Yeah.
not sugar.
How
so
about you,
it's-
Jay? What's your comfort food or
Coffee.
drink? Or
Oh goodness.
one
Food
drink.
or drink?
Or
Coffee.
yeah, we
Yeah.
do our comfort drink in the morning. We do an organic coffee. I
Yeah.
do it with organic milk. He does mounds of half and half.
Whoa,
Now things it would be.
I'm
I
addicted
like
to
ha-
my
I can use
wife.
half
I
and-
drink
Motorcycle.
my wife. I love my wife. She's my addiction.
You should see these guys on their show. You can see the love that you guys have for each other. Like, it's
Very nice.
amazing. If
Very
you
true.
haven't seen your show, is it going to be the same show? There are going to be some differences
Oh, it's
whenever you
always
guys
di-
open back
it's-
up.
If
Yes.
you haven't noticed, it's different every night.
Well, yeah.
actually.
The last one I went to, you went crazy during the Moray song.
My husband's a wild man on stage. He's very
Oh.
talented, but he's free. That's why they called him Jeff Free.
It's-
He's free.
I get
I
a little,
love your
I get
show.
a little
Thank you
tipsy
so
in that
much.
number, and one of our friends came
And
to
I'm
see
not
the
just
show.
saying that because you guys are here. I loved your show.
So you
Hot
showed off.
hits.
Our friend who came to see the show, he
He's-
said he's a magician. He's a character. I mean, welcome
is
to
that
Branson.
is that Susan?
My friend Susan.
Susan
Hello.
Abar is in the house.
Hello, Miss Susan.
She's doing a show, and I named it too. Penny for your thoughts.
Hi. And we last saw her during COVID walking the lake. Good to see you. We know each other from church
Moonshine
years ago. The Moonshine area. Yes.
The Moonshine Lake. And you've got a guest on today, it looks like.
Two guests today.
Two guests.
Yes, we're going to be talking about truth.
Awesome.
Oh,
Well, we were
truth
just talking about
prevails.
inebriation until I
I,
was so
Yeah.
rudely interrupted.
Jay is gonna
Oh, Moonshine
Jay
Lake.
is gonna do the broadcasting of your show. I'm gonna get you started, and then I'm gonna go home and get some sleep because I've been at work all night. But I will be watching it. If you haven't seen Susan's show, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, they're really really great. If she got two guests, even Peggy. I mean, if you want Peggy to sit with you,
Susan's my friend from church years ago. We went to the same church
Love
for
this.
years. Small
So
world.
what will I sit over there?
yeah,
Small
I'll have
world.
you. I'll move the computer over there. We'll get you started up, and then I'm gonna head out, and you're gonna shut her down.
All right.
There you
Oh,
go.
wow, Jay.
Shut her down.
Well, Jay
Shut
is
her
my
down.
assistant
I
up here.
know. Jay's fabulous.
I need to
Not
let him
really.
practice some more because
But thank you.
he's been out of practice since I was able to do it all from one
So much
computer.
has changed.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
not
boy.
really, not really. I
Jeff
haven't
can
really-
help you, Jay, if you need help. Oh,
Yeah, right,
brother.
right.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
speaking of
Collaborate.
inebriation.
Many parts red feely. Spit it to song
Oh,
teeth.
Lord help.
All
Well,
right,
my
so
magician friend told me I'm going to finish my little story.
love you too,
he
Jana.
said, if you want to play
Oh, yeah.
inebriated, you need to have a couple shots just before you go on stage
and
for
we
that
said,
scene.
no way. No way. He's a performer in town, but
He's a character.
we love him, but we said no
no,
way.
have I met him before? The
Was he at
magician.
the show when you were
I
there?
think the first time.
Maybe. He's a doll. We did
no,
a show
he's not.
with him.
He's not the magician in the show.
Oh, yeah, not
He's
Blake.
our- he's our
Not
other
Blake.
buddy,
It's
not
another
Blake.
one who
It's
came
all
to
right.
the
I
show.
won't say his
Yes,
name. He's
we're
a great
opening
guy.
up again September 10th, Hot Hits Theater, Thursdays and Saturdays,
My
5
oldest son's
o'clock.
birthday is September 10th. He'll be turning 18.
Can he come?
Not little Jordan, but the tall Tanner.
He's so mature. When
Oh
we met
yeah.
him,
Oh
I
yeah.
thought he
He's
was
an intense
older.
individual.
Oh my word, he's only turning 18?
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting to see a young person who's intending to be an adult.
Oh,
You know,
yes. He's.
You know what I mean? But to be a good man,
I know.
That's
I would
good.
have thought he was
Yes,
25.
absolutely.
because
Well-
because a lot of young people grow up with no intention to be or do anything.
Peter Pan.
Particularly, they're just kind of bouncing around in life, just doing the checking the boxes. Get a job, do this, do that.
Yes.
But then you see there's a few who really intend to be good
Yes.
in their life, and that's an amazing and a good quality thing to see. And everybody deserves everybody. Everybody benefits from having a good man in their life, I think.
Yes.
And it's a good thing to
And a
have.
good
that.
dad and grandpa.
He did
So-
well.
Go
Young
Matt.
people intending to be good men is a really good thing to see.
Such a good thing.
Well, that sound means it's time for us to get out here and get ready for Susan Abar show. A penny for your thoughts. Like to thank everybody for joining us on the morning drive today. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time, same channel. So be sure and tune in then. So until then, my friends, God bless you and keep you. We love you. My name is Matt,
My name is Jay.
I'm Peggy Lee.
And Jeff with a G.
and this has been
The
the Morning Drive.